What happens when two of the most outspoken women in entertainment sit across from each other with no filter, no script, and absolutely nothing to lose? The View's Hot Topic segment was about to become the hottest topic itself, and nobody saw it coming. Before we get into what went down, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling me who you think was in the right here, because this one is going to divide people. Madonna walked onto the View set wearing sunglasses indoors, a leather jacket that probably cost more than most cars, and an expression that said she was already over it. The audience erupted as she took her seat at the table, but Joy Behar barely looked up from her notes. That should have been the first sign. "Madonna, welcome back to the View," Joy said, her tone flat enough to iron clothes on. "It's been a while since you've graced us with your presence." Madonna slowly removed her sunglasses, deliberate and unbothered. "Well, Joy, I go where I'm wanted. This wasn't exactly at the top of my list." The other hosts shifted in their chairs. Whoopi tried to ease the tension with a light comment about Madonna's new tour, but Joy cut her off. "Let's just get into it," she said, leaning forward. "Your new album. Some critics are saying you're trying too hard to stay relevant. What do you say to that?" Madonna smiled, but it never reached her eyes. "I'd say those critics have been saying that about me for 40 years. And yet, here I am." "Where are they?" Joy snapped back. "They're doing their jobs, which is more than I can say for some of this new music. I listened to the whole thing, and honestly, I kept waiting for it to start." The studio went dead silent. Cameras froze. Alyssa Farah Griffin stopped mid-sip. Sonny stared at the table. Madonna's jaw tightened. "You know what's funny, Joy?" Madonna said calmly. "I've been in this industry since before you figured out how to tell a joke that actually lands. And I'm still here, still filling stadiums." Joy laughed sharply. "Are they filling stadiums? Or are they just hoping you'll sing like a virgin one more time? Let's be honest. Your glory days are behind you." Madonna leaned back, crossing her legs. "My glory days? I've reinvented myself more times than you've reinvented that same tired pantsuit. When was the last time you did anything that mattered?" Joy's face flushed red. "I'm funny every single day on this show." "No," Madonna corrected. "You're a car crash people can't look away from." And just like that, the interview crossed a line it was never meant to cross. Whoopi tried to intervene, her voice calm but urgent. "Ladies, maybe we can bring this back." "No," Joy interrupted, her voice rising. "She came on my show, and she's going to answer my questions." "Madonna, do you ever look in the mirror and think maybe it's time to stop? Time to accept you're not 25 anymore?" The audience gasped. Madonna stood up. For a moment, everyone thought she was about to walk off. Instead, she walked around the table and stood behind Joy's chair. "You want to know what I see when I look in the mirror?" Madonna said, her voice calm and terrifyingly steady. "I see someone who took risks. Someone who changed culture. Someone who made people uncomfortable because I refused to fit into their box." "What do you see, Joy?" Joy spun her chair around. "At least I'm authentic. I don't need leather costumes and shock value." "Authentic?" Madonna laughed coldly. "You perform outrage for ratings. At least when I perform, people know it's a performance. You pretend this is real." "I am real," Joy snapped, standing up. "So am I," Madonna shot back. "And I can say you're bitter. You resent anyone who's accomplished something beyond sitting at a table and complaining." They were face to face now. The tension was suffocating. "You've become a parody of yourself," Joy said. "Desperate for attention. And you're desperate for relevance," Madonna replied. "You attack guests because it's the only way you stay interesting." Joy's voice shook. "Your career peaked decades ago. At least I'm chasing something," Madonna said. "What are you building, Joy?" "You tear people down for a living." "I speak truth to power," Joy said through clenched teeth. "I don't think you have the right to touch me," Madonna replied quietly. Joy pointed a finger at Madonna's chest. "You don't get to lecture me about respect." "There's criticism," Madonna said, unmoving, "and then there's cruelty. You crossed that line a long time ago." The producers were shouting into headsets. Sonny tried to speak, failed. Alyssa looked like she'd vanished into her chair. "You pretend your shock is art," Joy said. "Those weren't lines I crossed," Madonna replied. "They were barriers I broke. For women. For artists. What barriers have you broken?" The room felt like it might implode. Joy scoffed. "I've said things on this show that got me death threats. I've sacrificed plenty. My privacy," Madonna said softly. "My peace. My chance at a normal life. I sacrificed being taken seriously by people like you. You chose that life, Joy fired back. Lie in it. I'm not asking for sympathy, Madonna said. I'm asking for basic human decency. Why are you so angry, Joy? Joy froze. I'm not angry. You are, Madonna said. Because you're trapped. That word landed hard. Joy's anger flickered, revealing exhaustion underneath. I've always been who I am, Joy insisted. No, Madonna said gently. You've been who people expect you to be. I've played characters too. I recognize one when I see it. Don't psychoanalyze me, Joy snapped. You don't know me, Madonna agreed. And I don't know you. So stop pretending you know my life. You're terrified of being forgotten, Joy said. Madonna smiled sadly. You're describing yourself. Joy clenched her jaw. I love what I do. Do you? Madonna asked. Or do you love the fight? Joy laughed bitterly. You built an empire on shock. I built freedom, Madonna replied. And seeing someone live freely makes you angry. Sunny tried again. Maybe we should take a break. No, Joy said quietly. She reached up, unclipped her microphone, and set it on the table. I quit, she said. The studio exploded. Whoopi stood up. Sarah began crying. Producers rushed in. You can't do this, Whoopi pleaded. I can, Joy said, tears forming. I'm tired. 20 years of noise. Madonna removed her sunglasses, stunned. Joy, I didn't want this. You broke me, Joy said, grabbing her bag. That's not fair, Madonna said, her voice cracking. You asked if I think about stopping, Joy said, turning back. I do. Every day. And today I listened. She walked off. The door closed with a sound that felt final. The audience didn't know whether to clap or cry. The other host sat frozen as. Producers shouted. Directions no one seemed able to follow. Madonna stood in the center of the chaos, sunglasses in her hand. I didn't mean for this to happen, she whispered to Whoopi. I know, Whoopi said through tears. Within minutes, social media exploded. Joy Behar quits The View after explosive fight with Madonna. Trended worldwide before the commercial break even ended. Think pieces were drafted in real time. Everyone had an opinion. But on that set, none of it mattered. Joy was gone. The show was fractured. And Madonna stood alone in the wreckage. She'd won the argument. She'd defended herself. She'd said everything she'd been holding back for decades. And yet, standing there, she felt no victory. Only weight. The queen of reinvention had never intended to end a career. She'd only wanted to be heard. Madonna slipped her sunglasses back on, not for style, but to hide the tears forming in her eyes. The cameras cut to commercial, but the silence lingered. For once, there was no applause. Only the realization that words, once spoken, can't be taken back. So now the question is yours. Was Joy out of line from the start, or did Madonna push too far? Drop a comment and tell me who you think was wrong here. And if you want more stories like this, hit that subscribe button, because this conversation is far from over.